Absolutely. So I'm Brian Ehrlich. I'm the Vice President for Enrollment Management here at Florida Institute of Technology. Absolutely. Well, the total university population right now is just under 8,000 students. Overall, the entire university is 19% international. We're actually known by U.S. News and World Reports as the second most internationalized university in the nation. We have over 125 different countries represented on campus. Well, international students are especially attracted to our aeronautics programs. We're known for that worldwide. Of course, with the global pilot shortage, there is a strong demand for international students and domestic students to participate in those programs. We're also known nationally as an engineering school. Mechanical engineering, aeronautical engineering, as well as cybersecurity, civil engineering. All of those programs, we have alumni throughout the world in them. Right now we're numbering just under 61,000 alumni on a global basis. Melbourne, Florida is actually in the tech corridor and the space corridor of Florida, which is a wonderful location for an engineering and technology school. So our original foundation back from the 1950s is our affiliation with NASA and the Kennedy Space Center. And that's still a very strong relationship in the space industry. So a lot of our engineering students look to that. I mean, of course, there's NASA itself, but there's also SpaceX and Blue Origin and all the other space companies that we're associated with and do a lot of work with. It's actually really fun, when we watch SpaceX launches, as many of us do on TV or on the internet, those few people that you see pushing the buttons and guiding the spacecraft and the separation and the landing are all Florida Tech alums. So it's actually really exciting. I hope to one day have all of them wearing Florida Tech t-shirts when they're all on the internet. We also work with a lot of defense contractor companies that are in the area, a lot of technology companies. That would be things like Northrop Grumman, who are aviation related in terms of building jets and plane designs and all of that, as well as Harris and Level 3, which are communications technology companies as well. For all students, I tell them, when you leave home and come to the university for the first time, whether we're your first university or whether they're a transfer student, is give it some time to settle in and make some friends, get involved in the university. And that can be as simple as a student club or a hobby. For example, something that's very popular with our engineering students is, we have a gaming club. In terms of, we're also moving into esports as a university, and so we're taking that club and turning it into something more major for the university. Not uncommon with our computer science students, but especially the engineering students, where that builds a basis of friends and a basis of support. I also encourage them to get to know their resources at the university, whether that be tutoring, student advising, the registrar's office, all of those places that they're going to need at some point as a student, just so they know the people, they know what's there, and then when they first start class, I always encourage them, get to know your professors. One of the great things about a small university is all of the classes are taught by professors that are here every day. And so as the students have questions, they're able to interact directly with their faculty, and that's a relationship that the student can start just by chatting with the professor after class. Now for international student advice, I would say things, if it's their first time in the United States, is be prepared for a different culture and make sure to immerse themselves in the culture. It's a very valuable opportunity. As part of their degree programs, they're all going to get involved in some type of research or some type of group project, and so they'll get the chance to be able to interact with different cultures, not just the US culture, and so value that and use that, because when it comes to future careers, we're all going to interact on a global level.